Hi there, Karen here. I thought I would show you today how I do my face makeup from start to finish. I've already done my eyes, but I'm going to be using these shades right here to do my makeup. These are Seint Cream 3D Foundations. It didn't want to come out of my mouth, but I'm going to show you how I put each shade in a different location to get the kind of look that I want for my face. The 3D Cream Foundations are really good to moisturize and nurture my skin. It gives it all the nourishment that it needs, and it's good for dry skin, oily skin, just regular skin. It's good for young skin, mature skin, all across the board, and it feels so good. It goes on with a real buttery feel, and it becomes actually feels like an extra layer of skin on my face. It's not heavy, it doesn't weigh me down or anything, and I absolutely love it. But the first thing I'm gonna do is, if you can see, I have some redness on my nose and then a little red patch right here. And this is actually the Aspen contour, and I'm going to use this shade with my smudge brush, the rounded end, if you can see, and I'm just going to tap it in there and then just very lightly tap it on my nose to neutralize the redness. And I also have broken capillaries along my nose, and it's really good to hide that as well. I've got a little red spot right there. And I just add a little. I never rub the brush into my makeup. I just lightly tap it, and a tiny, tiny bit goes a very long way. So it's a really good value. It's cruelty-free. It's made of good quality ingredients. And there's a little redness right here, and it might look like it's showing up right here, but when I finish my makeup, it will all be diffused. And then I've got a little redness right here. As I mature, I'm noticing all these places that didn't used to be there, and most of it is because of sun damage, which I highly wish I could go back and change those things. But now I'm just having to deal with it. And when I get finished with that right there, I just let it sit and warm up to my face. And then I also have an age spot right here. So I'm going to come in here with my demi shade in Y01. And I'm going to use my bright brush. All the brushes by Seint are double-ended, and I'm just going to tap it in there and just lightly apply it to the spot. It's not going to take any texture away, but it will make it a lot less evident. And then I've got a couple of areas that I'm just going to add a little bit to as well. And then when I come in with my 3D foundation, I'll just be careful and try not to remove. There's a little spot right there. Try not to remove the demi shade that I've just applied. And I can get a little tired eyes right here. I actually didn't get much sleep in the night. We had a storm and the power went off, so it kind of messed things up for us. Okay? But I've added that. And next I'm going to come in here with my contour, and the contour shade that I use is Henna, which is that shade right there. And this is our detail brush that I'm going to be using right here. I'm going to use the smaller end of it, and then just tap it into my makeup. And I'm going to come right here at the top of my ear and come down right here along the jawline and add my contour. Just like that, not coming too far down. And then I'll do it on this side. But if I did come too far down, it's okay, because I can blend it out and come in with my regular foundation shade, and you'll never be able to tell it. I'm also going to come across my forehead. And if you notice, I'm tapping it on and trying to keep from just rubbing it, because my skin's mature and I don't want to be pulling and tugging at that skin. Trying to keep from doing any more damage than has already been done. And I have this going on right here, so I'm going to apply the contour right here to kind of help filter that out. And when it warms up to my skin, I'll blend it down. Now on my nose, I'm going to contour my nose. As you can tell, it kind of looks wide, but the contour, when I add it, it's going to narrow up my nose. So I just put a little on my ring finger and just rub the two fingers together, and then I just come down my nose like that. Just that simple. And I add a little bit right there, and then I'm done. And it looks like it's really bright, I mean like really dark right there, but I promise it's all gonna blend together. Now that this has had a little bit of time to sit here, I'm going to blend upward with my contour, very gently, light movements to blend that up, because if I blended it down, it's gonna drag my face down, and I want my face lifted to give the appearance that it's taken some years off my face. So just blend it upward. And I try to hold the outer end of my brush instead of so close up, because that way I'm not applying so much pressure to my face, and it's light and gentle movements on my skin. And then I'm just gonna come in here with a little stippling motion and blend. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go down on my neck as I'm blending. Being very gentle with that, okay? So now we've got our contour in. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here with my brightening shade, and this shade is Candlelit. We have all different kinds of shades for different skin tones, and these were chosen specifically for me. So this is the blend brush that I'm gonna be using. I love this brush because it gives me a light coverage, which is what I prefer, but I'm just gonna tap in to the Candlelit, just like this, and apply the brightening shade there. And then on the outside area of my eyes, just like that. And if by chance I ended up with too much my eyeshadow, if it came down too far, this brightening shade will just give me that lift back, and it will remove that excess makeup. I'm going to come down my nose with it, like that. And I'm gonna get right here around the Cupid's bow and on my chin, kind of like the T-zone, okay? I'm gonna use the wider end of my brush, tap it in, and come up here on my forehead and kind of blend it into the contour up here. Now, if you can tell the way my hair falls, you really can't see the contour up there, but I do like to do it this way for demonstration purposes for the girls that, you know, that their hair doesn't fall like mine does. So I'm coming across here with it. And if you got your contour down too low and you wanted to give it a little lift, you could come in here like this with your, you can do it with your brightening shade or with your main foundation shade, either one, and just stipple it on to just take away some of the contour and give a little lift back up, okay? So that would be the way you correct that if you want to. Like that. Now I'm gonna come in with Candlelit, which is my main foundation shade. These shades are very similar, but they still are different. And whenever we have mature skin, we don't want to go too light with the brightening shade, because if we do, that would just emphasize the fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes, so we don't want to do that. Excuse me. So I'm just going to tap into the candle lit, and on the candle lit, I'm going to go down the side of my nose, stippling all along. I'm going to go down the side of my face. And it's really fun when you get the hang of this, applying this makeup. It's so fun, and it feels so good after you get it applied. And I'm going to come under my eyes where I had added a little demi and just let it all blend together with my candle lit. And then just come down and go back underneath my cheekbone. If I called it jawbone earlier, sometimes I get my words crossed. I'm so busy trying to focus and concentrate, I'm terrible to say the wrong words. And where I got this, put the demi to cover this up, I'm going to be very light-handed with my highlight shade of my 3D Cream Foundation, because I don't want to remove that demi. And I'm trying to blend as I go along. And you can also always give it a final blend in the end. And right over here, around the side of my eyes, on the side of my forehead, I'm adding the candle lit. And try to go back and give it a good blend. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Now I'm going to come in here with this shade. This is Pink Grapefruit. I'm going to apply it with my fingertips. That's just the way I apply it. You can use the brush if you'd like, but that's just the way I do it. But I'm just going to come in here and then just kind of gradually sweep it a little bit like this up the side. Light taps, and I'm using my ring finger because it's the weakest finger on my hand. Being very gentle around my face. And then I'm kind of come on this side and do the same thing. And of course we can always, you know, if you want to, you can use your brush to make sure it's blended like you want it. But it also works well with your fingertips. That's why and that's another reason that I do, is I want you to show you that it's so versatile. You can use it in all kinds of different ways. You can apply it in all kinds of different ways. Okay, and I think I'll add, this is the bronzer. This is the Bella bronzer. I'm gonna add just a little bit to my neck because my neck is always so shadowed. And I mean a very light application of it. And I'll just hit just a couple little high spots on my face where the sun might hit me. I try to keep the sun off my face, but I'll just warm my face up just a tiny bit. Okay, next I'm gonna come in here with this lip pencil to line my lips. This is a Ben Nye pencil in the shade of, let's see, can I see it? Brandy. And it's a pretty good match for my lips. And when I line my lips, I go from the outside in. Now I have full lips. If your lips are thinner and you wanted to make them appear more full, just go barely, barely, barely outside your natural lip line and fill in, and that will create the illusion of a fuller lip. And again, from the outside in. And I'm gonna go for a very light look on my lips. So this is all I'm gonna do. And just use my finger to blend this shade into my lips. Next, I'm going to apply a gloss, and this is my City Lips Hyaluronic Acid Gloss. I absolutely love this. It comes in, of course, this is a clear, and it comes in tints. It is amazing. I have it in my bathroom. I have it in my makeup, little makeup closet, as I call it, and I keep some in my purse, and it moisturizes my lips. It will stay on my lips. It doesn't just automatically come off. I sleep with it on my lips. My lips tend to get dry and chapped easily, but this is really good. And I'll add the link in the description or comments. But I'm just gonna blot a little on my lips. And that's literally all it takes. And I think they're going to be having a Black Friday sale, so I will definitely post the link and then a savings code for it. But there you have it. That's my makeup routine. I hope you enjoy seeing how I do it, how I apply my makeup. It goes on really fast. Feels so good on my skin. It does not dry my skin. It doesn't make you have oily. If you have oily skin, it does not make your skin oilier. And I ended up with a dewy and youthful look. And I think, just for fun, I'm going to add a little illuminator. We have lots of different illuminators. We have cream illuminators and powder illuminators. And this one is the Angel Illuminator. Can you see how pretty that is? And it just takes a tiny little bit. And it'll just, when I turn my head, it'll just catch the light and add a little bit of a soft glow. Can you see how it's kind of got a soft little glow right there? And I'll do a little bit on my nose. And I'm going to come in with just a tiny bit right here on the Cupid's bow. You can even put some, on your lips if you'd like, but it's lots of fun and it's festive, especially during the holidays. But that's my routine. I hope you like it. And if you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me in the comments or whatever, and I'll be glad to help you out. And thanks for watching.